Alright, just pour myself a drink, then I will be getting on with rails, and then lithium. Oh, goody!
See if that. Oh, look, my voice works now. This is why I test that at the beginning or go too far. All right. Look at all this basics. All right. Let's get on with this.
Oh god, I've needed that drink.
All right. So today we're gonna try to get at some tier 2 stuff. At some point, I'm gonna do something I don't usually like doing. Let's play one game, talk about another one. We'll get that. But the big things today is trying to get tier 2 or tier 1 orders started. Those up to the surface, start getting things automated, start getting stuff to build things kind of going.
So I've been busy.
I have 1,600 rails.
Where is... Hey, I need to go raid my handrail box.
We try not to do too much progress. Maybe.
I may have been explicitly making rails.
We're basically making rails and starting to set up a rail network. A lot of that is going to need to. We're going to need a ridiculous amount of rails.
I haven't built the end to receive the rails yet either, so, you know. That was just a quick compact design I did to shove the stuff up in there. I plan to experiment throughout the day with different, you know, joins on ramps, off ramps. Come up with a good set of designs. So yeah, that's by no means final. I also made a super compact depot that we can access from underneath. That should be enough to get us started. Alright. I'm running one side of the rails all the way to, your cargo lifts. Think I'm good enough to do both sides? Yeah, I got enough to do both sides to get them here. Hello. Alright, now to put an intersection up there. Nope.
Nothing stops us from just having the elevators come all the way up here.
Nope. Nothing at all.
And then just having
Damn it. Yeet.
just need to cover that entire area up there. Make it a
now
false floor.
Now, you're going to need a lot of construction paste. Please stand still.
Have they completed the diggy wall?
Please have 25,000 paste.
28,000.
So, yeah. Yeah, so 25,000 is about, or 20, I've got 28 technically, but that's about the amount of paste you get when you park yourself there at the pacemaker. You go out in the morning, you take your cat to the vet at 7 a.m. You spend the next 2 hours dealing with that. You get home, you eat sushi that's really bad for you and feel sick all day, sleep, still at the pacemaker. The pacemaker's not very fast, obviously. Problem that I'm going to fix later. Then, wake up, talk to a guy about building rack rails, park your guy there again after that, and go back to bed. And then you end up with paste. I'm definitely going to be making it faster. So, how's your morning been?
Game is underrated. I agree. Honestly, this is for the amount of what you can do in this game and what you can what this game has accomplished so long ago. This game is highly underrated. Honestly, I can always look at the terrible small. Steam lists me at 1,100 hours. I don't believe that number. That number is way too low. I have worlds that have that many hours in them. I don't know what happened, but I've had the game for so long that I think at some point my Steam got released. I reset when I got a new computer or something. Something weird happened. It's ridiculous. Considering that I paid, I don't know, even if I go back and buy everything for the game, $60. But that's, you're getting FortressCraft Evolved, which is like a 40-hour playthrough. Frozen Factory, which I think pushes up to like 200 hours something.
Pretty much.
And then there's the Adventures Pack on top of that also, which even pushes it further out. Like, you can have single playthroughs in hundreds of hours. Considering that if you follow the dollar per hour thought process, which I usually do, but if you follow the dollar per hour thought process, it's well worth its time. Yeah, honestly, if you like factory builders, if you're playing Factorio or Satisfactory or Minecraft and you're putting in mods to try to get factories to be built, if you're doing those things and you do not have this game, doing yourself a service. Yeah. It's got a. It's a game you can play at your own pace. You can kind of do what you want to on your. You don't have to kind of do what. Which that in of itself is rare. And don't get me wrong, there's this game has its problems. It has some issues. And you know, a lot of people are like, "Oh, it's a dead game." It's not a dead game. The developer has completed development of it. It's a completely different animal. So the game was in development for a very long time. DJ basically wrapped this up so that it was done. And then once he got, he was, things were complete, then he moved on to other projects. It's not.
Oh hey, I see you upgraded the smelting capability. I better put a bigger drum motor on it.
Well, the box was completely full, so then I grabbed all the ore out of said box. Now, I don't often do this because I don't want to. I try not to mix my games, mix my genres. But I picked up a game yesterday. You can go on Steam right now, pick up the demo, and go check it out. If you like roguelike, whatever the hell they're called, like collectible card games, please do yourself a favor. Go check out Backpack Hero. The game is flipping amazing. Backpack Hero? I played it. Yeah, it's a new indie game that's kind of coming out of left field. I think it's the same people that made Peckling. It just it's amazing. Like I made a freaking.
And I'm gonna go upgrade the pacemaker and set the pacemaker for a minute while I sort out a couple of things.
I made a build yesterday that was just completely broken. Like completely broken. It's hard to describe because it's a weird game. To be fair, it's this weird like mixture of games. It's basically when you first look at it, it doesn't make sense and it confuses you and makes you. It's like an inventory management game, which in and of itself, I flipping hate inventory management. But I think I was watching Retromation. I think it may have been Retromation. Oh, okay. Yeah, it released in early access in the last couple of days. So if you look at it as a inventory management game, you're gonna be like, oh, screw that. But Retromation explained it in a way that it's basically a collectible card game. But most collectible card games, you have your deck, you have to pull your cards, try to play them. You're hoping to get the right card and trying to get the right combo to go off, right? Well, with this game, instead of doing that, your cards fit into a grid, and you have access to all your cards, and you're just limited on how much mana you have. Oh, I muted myself in Discord. Why did I do that? What the holy hell is going on today?
I don't know, man. Alright, as I said, I gotta be right back a sec. As I was about to take my headphones off, I heard quiet you, but not loud you, and I took a look. So...
I appreciate it.
Yeah, Silent, Plum's been having weird audio trouble today, so if his mic cuts out, please make sure to let him know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird. Like I played the first character and in the demo, and like I was intrigued. Like I was like, okay, I got to check this out some more. Like I was like, okay, yeah. I try to talk, but yeah, please let me know. And then like I can reach over, push a button, and test it. Like I gotta sit up. But yeah, so it's like an off the wall, like weird game. But and then they've got like the robot in there, and you can set it up, and it's completely automated. I posted a picture in the Discord of this just mess of it makes no sense. But basically what happened is I set up a loop so that my character, I push start and it runs a program, and it attacked the boss 27 times for like 20 damage using the same sword. just kept feeding itself over and over again. And then stuck like almost 100 like things of fire damage on him. Like, and now like I played a little bit last night in Discord to show Pete, and like it's even worse now. It's God, it's such a disaster of a game. Like, and I mean that in the very best way. Like I'm back. I played. I used to play Magic the Gathering. I kind of stopped playing Magic the Gathering because it's just too expensive. Like Magic the Gathering is expensive, and I kind of got rid of or stopped doing that. Just because I have other stuff, and it's hard to stream Magic the Gathering. But I had such fun growing up playing them because I have such fond memories, member berries. That I really do enjoy them. I don't enjoy the let me drain the life out of my happiness by throwing every dollar I have at them. My problem is I want a collectible card game that is broken. If that makes sense. I want to be able to do stupid crap in the game. I want like Loop Hero. Loop Hero is another great. If you play that game, it's possible to get that game set up to a point where you can just leave and come back like 2 days later, and the thing's just making loops, like just broken. I will say I broke the loops in Backpack Hero so bad that it just gives up running. Yeah, Loop Hero was another one I really enjoyed, and I will say I probably it's only my third or fourth run. Now, if you do the demo, you only get the main character, the very first character, to get the robot, and but the play styles of the different characters are different. It might as well be a different game, honestly. So the very first character plays more like a. So in Backpack Hero, the very first character is it's a mouse, and just have a backpack. And what you do is, whenever you level, they give you like a couple of points. You can add spaces to your backpack, whatever way you want to. And it plays more like a. Like the equipment and the way that creature plays is more like a I won't say Baldur's Gate, but like a D&D type character, right? You put your weapon or your arrows or your magic, you put your armor in, get your different stuff, and then as you have all your stuff built, then you go into the fight. You're like, okay, this guy's going to attack me. I need to have X number of block. Okay, I've blocked 3 times. And you only have 3 mana to start with at the beginning. So I'll block 3 times. That's enough to stop his damage. The next round, he goes on defense. So I just wail on him until he dies. And it's, so this turn, you can kind of choose your strategy. You pick on what you want to pick, right? I haven't played the second character. There's a frog that I haven't played. And then the third character is a robot. And the robot, the way it works is you have, basically it shoots out a spark of electricity, like a little starting core thing that like basically sends a jolt of electricity. And that jolt of electricity has 3 charges on it. and as that jolt of electricity passes over things, it activates them. So, like if you have a sword that takes 1 point to activate it, if the jolt of electricity goes over it, it basically removes 1 jolt of electricity. And then the September they're talking about adding another character, and then like once you back out of that and go into another, there's a different like challenge mode. There's like a page of challenge modes. It's like 20 or 30 long. It is insane. To be fair, it's proper wacky. Yeah. I've been kind of watching it for a while, and I want to say Retromation, I think is who I was watching, or Wonderbots. It may be Wonderbots that was doing it. Had like a playthrough they've been doing. Okay, it was Wonderbots, I think. And I love Wonderbots. He's it's a good channel, but he does not play that game. At least the playthroughs that I've seen. And granted, some of the videos are difficult because they're long. You're sitting there watching an hour plus of the gameplay. So some of them get I fall asleep. That counter? That's the attack. That's what Monkey likes. Blood snow with an attack. That's the enemy wave coming in. The counter or the blinky lights? I can almost promise you I'm the only one with the blinky lights. That's not true. I'm the only streamer with the blinky lights. Mostly because Pete doesn't stream a lot. And then, yeah, the timer. I don't know if it may be a mod. Pete's been.
The attack
been doing
scanner
Pete
is
things.
vanilla.
Oh, is it vanilla? Okay.
Sorry, I'm currently. I've just finished putting money for the internet bill, putting the payment through this week for the Cat's Vet full cover and bill. Determined that I do not have enough to buy Saints Row.
I told you that was taken care of.
So now I'm looking at triple axis accelerometers.
That makes sense.
Well, I need a triple axis accelerometer to determine which way gravity is and figure out which way up the board is.
Well, you know what Batty Coda said. Gravity works. No, just me. Actually, not playing with the ads and door stuff. Yeah. Well, we stopped 2 years ago playing. I had a problem where we were trying to do stuff with the Extra Life gameplay, and it failed miserably. It made me this sad. I don't like being this sad.
Bosch make good sensors, right?
Well, it depends on who you talk to and what age they are. Bosch makes a lot of electronics for cars, and I will say that like the 60s and 70s electronics, and all British cars with Bosch. And I will also say that if you have an early 60s or 70s car, no, wait, maybe you need to upgrade to Bosch because I think it was an option to get the money. Bosch is usually good stuff.
Yeah. Well,
but 60s and 70s British cars are notorious for their electronics not working.
Yeah, it's just I found for about $9 for my own currency a sensor designed to on a breakout board designed to tell you what orientation your device is in degrees of rotation in all 3 ways.
Then you just kind of set it up and then let it turn.
So yeah, that might be what I go with. Okay. Sorry, Peter has many side projects right now.
Yeah.
I've decided I'm going ahead with the lights thing, just not to the Doom scale.
Is there a random word battery just like dark? Oh, I know.
I realized it's a gyroscope that handles motion. It's an accelerometer that handles gravity.
Yes, accelerometers. You'll use the accelerometer to figure out your speed or your acceleration, right? Because they'll basically, obviously, gravity's always there, so you're always sensing that acceleration. Ooh, hit. Yeah, you have to charge annuity and fire it.
Yeah, you get Flatline for doing Frozen Factory.
Oh, Frozen Factory.
You get the GPS for doing Adventure Pack.
Yeah, I've got a part of the railway.
We've got to
We're
get all this
debating,
stuff done, people.
Once we get done with this, to go ahead and work through our way through Frozen Factory, and start working on seeing how fast we can fire the railway. We'll see how the game does for extra life. Once we kind of get that figured out, decide. Yeah, I want to say they didn't have cloud save support. Need to hack this. I'm sure if you really look, you could probably find a save game somebody had. It being
won't help you, actually.
I think all you have to do is basically load a save game, push a button. Or
Nope.
load it into it.
Nope.
Oh, just put a bomb.
In order, you actually have to kill. Well, the prerequisites in order. You need to kill one cryoplasm. That'll let you then trigger the killing the eighth cryoplasm. Because it's based on the achievements. And unless you do the actual, killing the cryo, you don't get the achievement. So if you had a save that was about to kill the first and the eighth cryo, you could do it, but yeah, no, it's... Because I've done that once before.
I think we need to get lithium up here too.
Yeah, I hadn't got that far. To be fair, I'd kind of hope we could just cargo lift that one. I've got,
I would love to be able to do it, but I have to have a charged lithium for this cargo.
Would like 41 of them be enough to get that one underway?
Yeah, that would be enough to make 2 of them.
Like iron and lithium, to get iron and lithium properly set up. I haven't used them for this reason.
Yeah. So we have different characters.
Yeah. I don't know, I don't think we actually need to do that. I think we can just convert them in our pockets. Because I'm terrible.
We haven't made the stockpile less controller or the mass storage cargo.
Oh, right, fair point. Alright.
And I don't remember which one with which.
Alright, we'll grab the stockpile, because we don't need the mass storage one. We can pocket convert.
So cheap.
Because I was a fan of pocket conversion recipes. No, okay. Stockpile lifters requires advanced conveyor filters to extract stocked items. Damn it. So it is the other one. Guess we're gonna find out how good my code is.
I just wanted to see if they were cheaper to make or if they were all the same.
I think I made them exactly the same. Yeah, it's exactly the same.
Basic cargo. Lithium eclipse base. This seems like a big thing. No, that's it.
Let me grab myself some more gears. And I'll craft
The only difference is this one exports directly to mass storage, right? So we basically bump mass storage up against it.
Ow. Oh, sorry, sneezed. Everything hurts.
Yeah. And that's rush mode, like, I think somebody's done it in a lot less. I want to say somebody's done it like 24 hours.
I can't remember what our record was. Not yours and mine, but
Yeah.
DJ Q-Core and I.
Yeah, I don't
think-
do rush mode.
Oh, we didn't do rush mode either. We did plentiful. Actually, I think we did rapid. I think we did sub 48 hours on rapid. So yeah, the rush time of 48 hours is Alright, I've got 2 mass storage cargo lift controllers. Which really
You need 18.
Yeah, 2 times 9 is 18.
Okay.
I have 2 of them. I really, really hope I did the math on this right. You got 2 lifts?
Right.
Discord did the thing again? Discord, fucking work, please.
Nope. It's done. Discord is done with you.
Okay, I can hear you now. 3rd time. Have you got the lifts?
Yes.
Okay. I've got the controllers.
I just gotta
Oh,
figure
and
out
I'll
how.
make an actual lift. That's right, because I gotta get powered down, and I've gotta...
Yeah, that's gonna be their
gotta
next
run
problem. Is trying to get less screen.
Oh no, we're using purple now.
Oh,
Fuck
do we
using
have
green
enough
down.
cover? We may have slightly cheated, by the way.
Like, we got enough. Like, don't worry. Where is the lift? Have I got 2 stops? I need...
So the question is are we? Maybe we should just bring the entire thing down here to make it easier. Because all we have to
define
do
the
is
entire
just
thing.
the rails. I'm honestly kind of thinking about.
Well, the whole plan was to ship the rails down there in the carts.
What I'm saying is
Then,
for the offloading.
ah,
I'm kind of tempted. No, I don't want to. Oh no, because like I would have to clear this entire area. Would be hard.
I think
Is-
Plum needs a minute to decide what he wants to do with himself.
Yeah. All right. So I'll leave it up to you and Silent. So either
I don't
we
care.
can. What's that?
I don't
I know.
care. I'm just...
Well, it's more of an aesthetics thing. So either we can leave the rails at this height, come in, and bring the elevators up, or the cargo lifts up, and have everything at that level. We could bring them down, and just have basically the cargo lifts here, and then move the power up. Or I can leave the power where it's at, and bury the cargo lifts, and then basically just bring this line down to it. Because as it is, we're going to have massive. This just be a massive field of storage. So it's a question of where at what level do we put the cargo? Probably leaning towards putting stuff up higher. That way it's above ground. If I bury everything in the ground, you're not going to be able to see. kings have some fun.
Let's see, my power is low. Yep. I'm about to try dropping myself to the ground. Yep. This should be good. And Arthur isn't even slightly charged.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the only bad part about going up here is having been built. This entire area is going to have to end up being covered by concrete.
Which one is the one for which I send power down? And which one's the elevator one?
I set it up so that this center one will be the power.
Center is power.
And then
Where's
the two up here, one will be for Falcors, one for the elevator.
To where? Oh, they're off to the sides. Okay. Down Pete goes.
Our pump tries to stay.
Excavator, you've lied to us. Excavator, why you do this? You were supposed to remove the freaking ores.
Yeah.
Not you, it. Like, it. Damn it! Yay! Clear or drop some. Drop none.
Structure complete.
Yeah, no, it just... It has not done its job. Ow.
Just set it on stomach.
Yes. 600, 500. I can't remember if you said 600 or 500.
We have changed it to 6. And go to the shop being 12.
I'm just gonna use my jetpack on the way down. There's enough power gonna be down here.
Excuse me.
Get it on top of that. That. Battery. So obviously I need to clear things out around about 600 as well. Well, I can use an excavator for that, so I just set it really wide and set it really short. Down to 190. Hello, Cold Cavern. Hello, Random Copper. Hello, Random Iron. So, now that you've been staring at the concrete block for a while, what do you think of the concrete block?
Been staring at it that much.
Sorry?
I haven't been staring at it that much.
I know, but like, I'm also meant like, as a building material, does it stick out too much? Or is it just about fine?
Fine.
Because I've had zero feedback on them from anyone about whether or not it's too reflective, whether it needs to be grittier, whether it's, you know, not concretey enough. Like, I was worried it might have looked too much like marble initially. But if you're happy with it, then yay! Because Pete's weird, this shit matters to him.
It's hard to get feedback when you make progress or when you work on something. Especially if you're doing it for yourself, you don't know.
Well, obviously I'm putting a battery here right now. But yeah, I'm disappointed in the excavators. They've had the entire goddamn day to dig down.
Yeah. Well, I
I
don't
mean-
know. I feel like their settings weren't correct.
I mean, I'm willing to accept some blame that I wasn't hanging around them at all, but
Big concrete eyesore.
did I hear the words "time to deploy an explosive"?
Probably don't want to get explosive this part.
Okay, so no deploying an explosive.
Well, we kind of need this part, so
I didn't know if I didn't know if we wanted to try and scalp out that hive before we
Oh yeah, we
proceed
may
further.
need to do that.
So time for an explosive?
He's making a big concrete pad.
Maximum jetpack! The game is angry that I'm elevating. It's very angry at me.
Imagine.
So I just went through all my power in one foul jetpack.
As long as it actually went all the way through it.
Alright.
Randomly
Yeah.
stop in the middle of jetpack.
Oh, it stopped many times because I was loading the next segment. Okay, so we have 3 friends here. 4 friends. 5 friends. Alright. I only have 3 bombs. Which ones do you want got rid of?
This one on the back corner. This one over here on the
Alright.
Oh, I wonder if you could get
One.
those two with one. Yeah, since they're
I've got a radius of 20, a height of 10.
well, you may be able to fit between those two to knock out this. I don't think you can get all 3 of those.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Believe that. Alright, I want you to validate the bomb position of that one first. Because I'm going to do these one at a time, and they're going to make a mess.
Should I hug it?
So, sorry.
Should I hug it?
So, if you could just double check my position and counts. So, height radius of 10, width radius of 20. This one here, where I'm standing, has a bomb on it ready. You can just, as I said, quickly count the blocks and just double check. With it being the center, I think
Oh, it's gonna do a width radius of 20.
width 20, height 10.
It's gonna take out. Execute.
Then we will quickly seal this up. And you collect that, because we need to make sure we keep that. Do you reckon I got the height right for that one? Because ideally we wanted to scallop out the bottom just a little bit.
Like, should be fine.
Alright, ready to go? Ready to blow? It's detonating now. Damn, I was hoping it'd be
Brains.
just low enough to clear that out. Alright, if you want to reset up the excavator, I've put a block there in the right spot for you. Which is the next spot? Well, hive to go? Or is it just the next two closest to the platform?
Try this one back here. Because you have these two that are close. You have three of them that are kind of close. I don't think you can get all three of them. But you should be able to get these two.
Yeah, definitely should be these two.
Yeah, after the first one we started, we made some serious mistakes, and we actually had to restart the game over.
Don't forget the hoppers share, so that's fun. So this time I might just go for a bigger hole. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 17, 18, 19, 20. I think that'll clear the platform. Hey, Plum?
Yes.
There's a chance I can get all three.
Okay.
I just want you to double check the position of the bomb again. And, I think it should clear the platform. I'm just not entirely certain. so. If I put it, that's gonna make a bigger hole. But if I put it
That's
there,
fine.
it's on the second. All right, ready?
Fuck! Wrong lever!
Three in one.
Two brains. She has 4 brains. I have 4 brains. Cricket. These ones too. Fuck. Let me how do the hoppers work. If you have them on add or remove, they'll share contents. If you have one add, basically allows machines to add only to a hopper, or allows things only to take it out back. Lock 50 turns on the load red. Anything that's close to pull into.
Alright, and it was this one over here next? Yeah. Alright, last bomb. Let's see how much I can avoid. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, I should be able to avoid pretty much all the stuff actually on the platform. I'll just how close do you want this one full? Clear as much resin as possible, or?
Clear off resin.
Sorry?
I would take off at least the lowest part of it. I need 5 or 6 above the platform.
Alright, well.
You can always build it up later over here later and get rid of the rest of it.
Well, I mean, we've got them already. They're in a box. So, ground level or up 1 or 2?
I would say probably up for it too.
Alright, they look good.
Sure.
And with that, all the pre-charged bombs are gone. And I got it all.
A little bit of the platform, but nothing important.
Now that I'm not freezing.
Repair the concrete platform with solar panels. It'll all be good. I'm friends. So that's the hive. That should be
Don't forget, we also need to keep enough brains to give Spiderbot his big gun.
five.
So we got one for an agitator and one for, and 4 for the gun. It's almost like it was pre-planned.
We may have extra brains laying around in here.
Alright. With any luck, the excavator started doing its job finally, and I will be less disappointed in it by the time I get down there.
We have 6 brains.
And I need to get down to coal caverns. And in case the battery sides in something to protect it from frickin' camo bots. I think that excavator's gonna have to be ripped up and replaced. It's not doing anything. I see you over there, you asshole.
Camobot stalking you.
Camobot's got a freaking surprise coming. I brought guns.
Yeah. That stupid king.
They made me not be the Camobot turrets. But they're gonna make him regret their decisions.
Make bad decisions.
Alright. Yeah, I've got to burrow down through gold now because, yeah, it just did not.
Her Camobots are really good at making bad decisions.
Oh, yeah.
Like trying to
They're the
evade money.
best. See, when you have a spare moment, the excavator on the power hole needs to be removed, replaced, reconfigured. Okay. I think it's ignored the clear ore setting. I think that's what's happened. Because the shaft's here. It's just all the ores in it.
Go back.
Once I get down to about 400, I'll take a peek in all directions and see if the other ones are behaving. Are we only like an hour into stream?
Set?
I just noticed we're like only an hour into stream.
Yeah, we're moving along.
I thought it had been longer than that.
Which one am I pulling up? Power one?
Sorry?
Power excavator?
Yeah, there's something wrong with it. It's not clearing the ores. You'll have to panel on or build under it, platform under it, remove it, replace it, and see what the hell's wrong. Because it's set to don't set clear all. That'll remove machines. There, because it was set to clear all and it did nothing. Okay, on my way back over there. Yeah, no, I've kept hitting chunks of ore on the way down, which has just ruined my health. So
Picked up and put it back down.
thank you, sir. And it looks like it's already murdered the battery, though.
Yeah, I may have accidentally had it on there.
Yep, that's all good. I'll pop down in a second and put that back together. It's okay. I made space. There's now a battery up here as well, where I'm standing, for charging yourself up.
And what I'll do is I'll take this stuff, all of these, and move them up.
Yep.
Including this one. So they're all at the battery level.
Battery. Yep, it's clearing ores this time.
It's a big ass hole. Oh, God.
Was the wrong block? That's one. Another one of those. So they're going down to 600?
Yeah, all the tier 1.
Cool. Now I need to drop the excavator down 1 to make it work at the bottom, right?
Yeah, it
'Cause it's-
clears. It doesn't clear the level that it's on.
Right, because I'm gonna make a really big wide room down there once I get down there. That way we've got workspace.
Oh, big wide room. I thought it was limited to like 30%. I was.
What?
I thought you could only like limited to like 30 wide.
Oh god, I ran out of power. Nope, 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 nope. Fail. Woo.
Are you doing okay down there?
I gotta try and throw myself up past toxic so that I can get enough power to start my jetpack. Charge battery! Charge battery!
Bet I can't throw a charge back.
Alright, I managed to get enough to start the jetpack. Because I forgot the grappling hook doesn't work in Toxic. And then panic set in because I was falling really fast and ran out of power. You know how that goes.
Yeah, I just resign myself to being dead.
This goes way beyond. Oh, that's right. This one. I've actually got to stop myself at 600, don't I? Because
600 is the first place. Well, I would probably just go down. The problem is we went to 1200, but you said the elevators will only go to 1000.
Yeah. Well. But I mean, I've got to get down here. I've got to set up and break off the power. That's going to be there. So the battery goes there. Because I've still got to create a work floor down here. So create a ring around here.
Well, I just don't know if it would be easier to go all the way down to the depth you want to set the elevator at. Unless we want to have first mining core, we basically get off there, go get onto a second elevator.
Oh, I don't know, but I've still got to branch it off here because we need to have somewhere down here to transfer stuff, so I gotta stop here anyway. Now they gotta go one down. So make a hole down one, place it in. We don't need a height of 30. Height of 16 will be enough. 16? How tall do you want the room to be?
6 or
10?
8.
Okay.
Yeah, we can make it 10. That's fine. And then just make sure you don't obviously don't clear ores. And that will dig around ores, so
Yep. And then shift. Make it what do you reckon? 64 wide? So 64 radius?
yeah, that's-
Alright. That should be doing that now. Yeah, so add only means that only machines can add to the storage. Remove only means machines can only remove from the storage.
yeah, yeah.
Belts
The add is
don't care, and something else doesn't care.
I think the belt machines don't give a shit, right?
The belt machines, if they're GAC based, will, but the plate maker, the extruder, the coiler, and the PCB maker, I think they rely on if the hopper is going to output. And I don't remember if they respect it. So I know the hopper may or may not output depending on its add or remove mode. But I don't remember if that's implemented. Nope, this is about to be bad. This is about to be very bad. This is terrible. Guess who did it again?
Britney Spears.
You know, I hadn't actually intended that, but yep, that one's on me.
My second guess is going to be Urkel.
Trying not to die here. Yay, I succeeded in the not dying. I find it's a nice goal to have, the not dying.
I'm not died once. Who's accepted?
So I keep forgetting to turn my torch back on. I'm
Oh,
falling a long way. Yeah, so the elevator will have to stop at 1k. Because otherwise I won't be able to get it to the surface. Took me like weeks to, do that, but I finally did it. We now know what sugar light is.
wish there was a way to not do that.
Sorry?
When you're standing below a point and you accidentally freaking
Ah, yes. When you to the moon that shit.
no. I guess there's only like 58 meters.
I should actually place my order for those components instead of, forgetting again. That would be smart. See, what else do I need while I think about it? Got. So I need an accelerometer. I need a 4x4 glow matrix so I can visually, make sure the grid layout works.
Yeah.
Because I fully intend it to automatically figure out which correct way to reorient the grid depending on its rotation. I'm also planning on writing myself a little mobile app and having the controller's software start up and create an open Wi-Fi network with a certain name, and then you connect your phone to it and fire the app up and configure it remotely with Wi-Fi details. I'm basically just going to create my own set of nanolights from scratch. Because...
Of course you are.
Well, the debate I had with myself was I can either... So, I was thinking of getting more of these, and I was thinking of then, as the final thing, I was going to make it a clock. So I was going to have the hexagons light up depending on the hour, sort of in a slightly binary style. And I was going to use the triangles to denote which lot of 10 minutes it is. Because I only need to know roughly what time it is. I don't need it to be super accurate. But it'd be a nice visual thing. And then I thought, or I could get enough LEDs on the wall and make a word clock and just write the words in text on LEDs. And then I was thinking, if I go with more nanoleaf panels, well, I'm going to need more nanoleaf panels for my wall. And Mum wants some of these upstairs with the whole music function and all that and at her desk. So I need to buy another controller and a crap load more panels. Well, there's enough panels here for her that if I build my own system and replace the system on my wall with my own system and give all this to her, you gonna say?
Yeah. I was gonna say if does she just want the lights to blink with the music, or does she want?
There's fancy effects and it's colorizable and it's.
I say because most of the LEDs will do that.
I know.
And a lot of them are a lot cheaper. But yeah, if you're gonna try to do that much, then in the long run it would be cheaper. It's the same argument of you buy a computer or you build a computer, right? Because if I buy a pre-built computer, there's warranties, there's support, there's all that stuff. And if I do it on my own, then all that stuff goes away, but I get a better product. Because I get a product that does exactly what I want.
The other thing is, if I build my own thing, I don't have smart home integration. Asterisks. I won't be able to integrate it with Google Assistant and Amazon Echo. Asterisks. Yeah, so I have no out-of-box smart home integration. Asterisk. Because it's me, so I'll just write a Home Assistant plugin to add it to Home Assistant and then use Home Assistant Cloud to link it to my Google account so that I can control it via voice. And if that's not good enough, I'll write an adapter program to join it into my whole network with MQTT, because I'm like that. Oh, and did I mention that if I do this, I won't have... Yeah!
Yeah.
I started off with the Pi 3 for my Home Assistant setup. It's good when you have a small number of devices. When you get to whole house, though, you know, Z-Wave, multiple smart lights, multiple rooms, and presence detection, it gets a little slow. But so long as you're not planning on automating every room in your house.
Yeah, but to be fair, even with Amazon or Google, you're still going to see some lag. Like once you start getting to that many items, like even with just the lights that I have so many lights that if I do this, then it's maybe harder for you guys to see, right? But like those lights, these lights, that light, they're offset. It takes a little bit of time for each light to get the signal. You see it a little bit easier with JAWS, I think.
It wasn't
Did you
so
see
much
that was off.
lag, it was...
It's like almost a half a second between the backlights going off and this light going off.
Yeah. It wasn't so much lag for me, it was running the software for Home Assistant, the software for running the MQTT server, the software for the Z-Wave network. I was putting the Pi under too much load, and it was causing it to have issues. But yeah, no, for so long as silence, so long as you're not going as crazy as I am, where literally every room can turn its lights on and off based on whether there is a person in there visually or a heat signature of a person in there, then, you know, you should have no issues.
We have the platform built. Running for up here.
Oh yeah, I never mentioned that. I added thermal sensing for the house.
No, it's just paperwork. Just walking south, maybe like you got time to bleed. See?
Trying to think, what else would I need? I've got some LEDs. The Pico has the storage, the brains, the clock, the Wi-Fi. The accelerometer will do rotation. Any other features you can think of I need to make sure I get working?
Oh, I'm sorry. I dozed off for a second.
Oh, good.
my brain is trying to figure out what the hell to do with this stuff. And at the same time, mind you, I'm building this and I'm still thinking about Backpack Hero. That fucking game. Maybe I shouldn't recommend it to people. It's that thing is but it's so good. Part of the issue with that game particularly is the fact that
That's fucking awesome.
well, I know Backpack Hero is awesome. That's what I'm talking about.
No. Well, yes, Backpack Hero is awesome, but I'm talking about what Silent Souls' post in Plum Yeti's general chat.
Oh, I actually have to look
Which,
Discord.
by the way, I believe for anyone watching, if you're not in the Discord, there is a link below. If
There
not,
should be.
it'll show up in chat fairly soon. No, in general, he linked his tree lights, which he made himself.
So
They
did you
look
just paint
awesome.
over the lights? Well, we can maybe I'll make another thing for like affiliates. Because the Lumia, I don't know. I'll have to come up with something because we have places to discuss Humble. Where is that Humble?
You reckon we need a lights, electronics, and home assistant section?
I don't know how to name that. I was gonna make it like Lumia Stream or Lumia.
Well, you decide how you want to put it together, but yeah, there's that's damn awesome, dude. I wish my 3D printer was working.
I just down in the technology discussion, I just put a Lumia Stream. So because we have a Humble bundle down there, our bills, and then we have Lumia Stream. So that way, talk about Humble, talk about there, Lumia Stream. Figure out because I made a I thought I had affiliate things that I'd set up. People to get. I had an affiliate thing set up so that but yeah, so that way it. Oh, nice. Well, I'm sure it doesn't. That's cool though, man. Yeah, I want to do something back there. Like I want to do something on that wall. I don't know, but no matter what I do, it's not going to be cheap. And honestly, my next big purchase is replacing my chair. You guys can't see it. Oh, well, maybe you can right here. No, it's just not it. You can see it a little bit here on the eyeball here. We're starting to separate. The pleather is pulled down away from these holes, and now the entire back's got a big ass rip in it. And this chair is only. I do not buy this chair on Amazon. I bought it because Deadpool, because I'm an idiot. And you put Deadpool on something, I'll buy it because that's pretty much how I work. So March 21st. So I've had it just over a year, and it's basically just disintegrated. So I'm looking at probably honestly at this point probably just buying another DX Racer. So I do know if so what I'm looking at is, first of all, if I buy a DX Racer or a Secret Labs, any of the other manufacturers, if I buy one of their chairs, their logos can be set here the entire flipping time. So I might as well see if I can at least get an affiliate with it, and then see if I can at least discount the chair a little bit. I think the X Racer, if I do that, and I don't have a problem doing the X Racer because I still have my old DX Racer chair. It's just I've had that thing for 5 to 6 years now, and it's just wear and tear on it. Like, it's not like the chair is fine. It's just, it seems trying to come apart. It's just abuse. It's I don't fault the manufacturer for with as much time as I spend in a damn chair. But I took that one to work, and I use it at work. It's nice and comfortable, and so I may be looking at just ordering one of them, and then I don't know if I'll get the affiliate or not, but if I can, that way, if anybody, I think they said if you get the affiliate, you get a 10% off when you buy the chair. And I want to say people, like, if somebody else buys the chair, it's like 10 or 20%. And honestly, that's like $40 or $50 off of because they're spending. But then if in a year you sell, like, people purchase off of 4 or 5 of the links, then they basically reimburse you for your chair. So, that's actually not a bad program. I wish I got the extra light chair, but raising $5,000 wasn't in the cards. Did you give me those elevator things, or do you still have them?
Thank you. They're in my pocket.
Oh, good. That's a great place for them. I recommend them there.
I can pop up and put them up there once you're ready. So if you just give me a sec to finish placing the order. I'm just deciding how much I want to pay for shipping.
Oh.
I'm deciding whether I want to pay for Amrex, Ozcoast, Star Trek, or DHL. And I can either pay $6.60 for Amrex to do it.
So there's a bunch of different trains, Silent. There's scrap rails, and then there's beach rails, and then there's the regular flying carts. So what makes these things worth it is they're actually working now, so that helps. But you can end up having like these freight carts that I have here hold 1,000 ore in them, each car. But you have to have all this stuff set up, and if you don't understand how to set this stuff up, and you don't have it done well, with enough spaces, and like they're very finicky. But once you get it all set up, you can move a lot of ore. But the low end, like minecarts, to move like anything that's not ore, I want to say it moves like 50 or 100. So it doesn't move a lot of stuff. Yeah. And if you need help getting that stuff set up, or you're trying to figure out how to do it, like, so the important thing is you never, since the brake parts have collision, you have to have a separate trail like this. And if you see like this guy here, like you'll see like this intersection have an intersection. Every side of the intersection has a directional pad on it, so that if a minecart gets on this place, it leaves, it cannot come back. So it's like, okay, once you leave this square, you like, because you don't want it to pick it up here and be like, oh no, I wanted to go back here, because it will just jam your entire system up. The other side thing you want to have to remember too is if you have places where like this is the deployer, it's very important to have like any time that you may have something queued, you need to have a queue for it. Because if the stuff gets like out here, and say for some reason the box is full, your entire line will back up. It'll just shut everything down because they're dumb. So, and you'll see once we start building, like, so you have your trail here. So the green basically is go, red means they can't go that way, right? So come from here, it'll go down. See how once it gets over here, and always build like why is this thing allow you to move back? It's so if for some reason a bot gets on the wrong track by accident, something pushes it over or something, it can get back without getting stuck over here. Having escape plans for them is important. But once you get used to it,
a big hole.
once you get used to the rules, it's pretty easy. You just have to understand the rules.
On my way.
And then once you do that, you can go in and start putting turbo rails in, and that will speed them up so that they'll be faster.
Alright, I'm almost surface. I just gotta recharge again.
But yeah, so like we'll have them come in here, and what I'll end up doing is this thing here. Probably going to have. So basically, they come in here. So I'm gonna allow them to come in like this, and then I want it to basically be like this. Send them all the way around. And even on long runs like this, like you shouldn't need this because I'm putting in a curve track here. But whenever you have long pieces of track like that, sometimes it can help to put a couple of spots in there so they can't go back on themselves.
You now have stuff.
You already put the mine carts in?
Yeah, so there's a bunch of large ones in there. Let me go and see how many are in there. Yeah, there's no ore carts in there, just large ones.
I have all the ore carts on. Eventually, I'll set up a system so that
Yeah, you'll need to set up a proper depot.
oh yeah, and that's the other thing too is the depot. You want to make sure that, like, especially if you're mixing cars, where you can have mine carts and regular cars on the same track. You want to make sure that things are set up correctly.
Alright, you got 12 carts to start with.
Yeah, I'm not gonna have it bring a lot of.
Yeah, the network has been just called SurfaceNet. I've just called it Rack Rails. That way, you know. And I'm using this opportunity to test if the cart assignment code works correctly. So I have not assigned any carts at this end.
See, and then like with Lumia Stream, you can do things like that. So the whole background changes to colors for. I'll probably set up another loop that goes around like this, just so if something does get down here, everyone's back.
How are you this morning, Evie?
Third one that needs to have filler on it, right?
What?
The third block needs the controller. It's...
Fourth from the ground, because the lift is 3x3x3. Then the controller goes above it. So in the end, it's a 3x3x4. Guess we're gonna find out if these work properly. Well, finally, I want to be a smartass and be like, well, shampoos were not meant to go in your eye, but on the other hand, yeah, that shit hurts.
There's no more tear stuff. You can do that. You can put that stuff in your eye. You know what else isn't? You know what will make you want to put shampoo in your eyes? Pepper spray. That's what Jack on my crap top though. They're really worth shape. Well, that's what she said? So, in some reference to that, just so y'all don't think I was just pepper sprayed for, you know, being a deviant. Well, yeah, you can take whatever you want, I guess. When I was in the military, I was in the auxiliary security forces. Basically, we helped protect the base after certain instances that happened in New York. And then, I carried pepper spray on me, but in order to carry pepper spray, you had to be spraying with it. Because what people don't realize is that if you use pepper spray, you're getting pepper sprayed. So if you've never carried pepper spray, or if you do carry pepper spray for like self-defense reasons or something like that, I highly recommend using it. And the reason I say that is because when you spray that stuff, it gets everywhere. It's going to get on you. It's going to get on the person you're trying to defend yourself against. It's going to be splashed back on you, and you're going to end up with it all in your eyes and everything. And the problem is if you're being attacked by someone, and you deployed a pepper spray at them, you try to get them to stop it because you don't like it. What's going to end up happening is you're going to spray yourself by accident. And I don't mean you're not going to like spray yourself, but when you hit them, it splashes back and gets on. And when it does that, you're going to suffer some of the same effects. And then you're going to have a really bad day because they are angry at you for having sprayed them, and you are now being attacked and in the process of trying to be very confused as to why this item that you're supposed to save you is now trying to kill you. Pepper spray burns. It hurts. It burns. So anyway, so in the military, we had to go to the auxiliary security forces, and they had to spray us pepper spray because you have to understand what's going to happen when you use it and be able to work through it. Because if you're in a situation where it can seriously get bad fast. But yeah. So they spray us, and then you go in. You have to do like a little obstacle course and a couple other things, and then you go stand in a shower, and you're trying to get the oil off of your skin. I recommend things like milk. Milk is great. Johnson's & Johnson's Baby No More Tears shampoo, because you can rub it in your eyes and try to get stuff out of it. None of it really works. The crap gets everywhere. It's a thick, viscous oil. It's but yeah, it's bad stuff. And all joking aside, like I do not recommend being sprayed with pepper spray. I've never been tased. I'm hoping to keep that streak up. But yeah, getting shampoo in your eye, especially the stuff that most adults use. And most adults, because I don't have hair, I don't wash it. I just use bar soap on my head. But yeah, the stuff that most adults use, the pretty toxic stuff.
Sorry, back. I was checking in on the pretty tat. She's happily curled up now and in her bed and sleeping, so...
Put her in. Except for that first step, it's a doozy. More storage for full effects and will possibly the shampoo conditioner, but yeah. Well, and that's a part of the prop too, right? Because that stuff is all how they get you.
Alright.
But I have a feeling that your hair is probably longer than mine, though.
Structure complete.
Just going out on a limb. All right, so the middle two, I'm sending down.
Okay. I'll be heading down again in a minute. I'm making use of my item destroying setup, which you probably run.
Well, that's not too bad. It's only my beard's only about 4 inches or so. I should hope it is.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, that's part of the problem. So I have 2 reasons I shave my head. First, I live in Houston. It's extremely hot, and when I start getting overheated, and I get really bad migraines very often. I do a lot of things to try to combat and slow down the amount of migraines I get. And shaving my head is one of those things. I've had people go, migraines don't work that way. I'm like, okay, you're obviously an idiot. Stop talking. Like, don't tell me how my migraines work.
I've actually found that shaving my head really does help with migraines because it removes the tension of your scalp and lets
It's just
everything settle.
Yeah. You don't get to tell me, like, the problem is I could be in the middle of a migraine and go and shave my head and it feels better. And anybody that's ever had a migraine, there's one thing that you know, anything that you can do to make the migraine better is good. The second is I live in Houston that's highly humid, and if I actually if I grew out a mullet, it would just curl.
600.
Stairs. Yeah. Are you talking about actual stairs, or are you just talking about like the things like I did over here? And depending on how far you're going, like this, like something like this, where you can just kind of run up it. Yes, especially if you have a small chain. Anything that's larger. Are you? I assume you're playing single player, Simon. If you're playing single player, definitely elevator.
If you're playing multiplayer, install the enhanced lift mod, because then
If
it
you're
works.
playing, make sure you get
Yeah, just alright, down I go to 1,000. Oh, no, back up I come. I haven't got this far yet. I think I will stop the first lift at 600.
Yeah.
And then I'll just build a new lift going down.
And yeah, that would make sense. That way, because we can get to the first lift area, and if you need to, you can jump off to the second mining part, as opposed to having it stop at some weird location. All right, so all that stuff is going, and then as soon as you connect it like that, it should turn purple or gold, or it should change the color and highlight. If it doesn't, you can run up to one of these things and hit Q on it, and it will like check the continuity of the line. See how it turns. Isn't that's pretty. So, that up. Back
Okay.
rail.
Hey, we probably don't want to go down to 1200.
Okay.
It's a little warm down here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just a little bit.
Want to stop before 1200? Is that what I'm hearing here?
It's over 800 degrees down here.
That's fine. It's like, Texas or Florida.
1,000 is the magma caverns.
Some
Bet you forgot about that cavern. I know I did. Yeah. It's a little warm down here. The server is having trouble with the build orders down here.
that should be a problem. We haven't gone that far yet. It's a brave new world. Unless you're just we're activating so much stuff that it doesn't up.
Oh yeah. I probably triggered just like 10,000 build orders just by appearing down here. It's not good. So, yeah. Well, I placed the battery about 5 minutes ago, and I'm still waiting for it to exist. Yeah. I'm still about to be crazy enough to try and build down into here. Because, you know, it's me.
Oh, once we get everything set up, it'd be fine.
Yeah, okay, so there's a giant pit right under where the lava is, so it's all draining out into it.
Oh, that's helpful.
Yeah, so this is gonna stall the server out for a while. I'm going to do a tactical retreat, and I'm going to flip the lasers on my way around so that they don't load down here. So that all these segments shut down again.
So if you ever come to a junction like this, silent, and see how these things aren't connected right here, that's indicative of a problem, and usually saying that somewhere on here there's something's not right. Especially with really long runs like this, it's possible. They're coming. I don't have a lot of going. Part of it is I'm not super worried. I'm not trying to get those done right now, and I'm going to need this in like 1200. But at the end of it, I don't want to have 15,000 rack rails fitting on every one of those things.
Alright, I've arbitrarily decided that the lower floor is going to be... Sorry?
They're so fun. I was telling Pete that we could always go back to the original way I used to unload carts. Back in the day, the unload stations were garbage. Yeah, no worries, you mean. So what I would do is I would just run them off the cliff, and then they would break, and they would empty their contents out in the air, and then I would vacuum poppers to pick stuff up. It's not good for a server. Don't do that. Thanks for stopping by, Evie. I appreciate it. Nice hearing from you.
Alright, so I've arbitrarily decided that the ground level for the lowest floor is now going to be at 948. That is just outside the loading range for us of the magma caverns.
Oh.
And I'm currently setting it up to clear a floor. It also means that the elevator will be high enough that we can just use one lift all the way up.
Okay. Yeah, if we don't want to need to kill ourselves, that's probably fine.
Well, I mean, we could. We could go down through the magma caverns, but what we'd have to do is we'd have to shut all the machines down, get our power generation down to 0, so that we don't have ongoing waves. Then just idle down here and wait for it to finish running the build orders. Which, given the size of the magma cavern, I don't know. I probably would just start trying to build concrete walls to stop it flowing down. You know, start damming it up, but
Well, the other side too is it's trying to go that deep. I don't know if it would actually. Like, we should end up with fairly large.
yeah, 948 should do us fairly good. Okay. And now increase the rates.
Nice.
What? What are you? I don't recognize this all.
What up happening is we're building cartons so that we can do this, and then we'll start sending these down to like 600. And then once we get these down to 600, then we can basically set up a mining operation down there, load the ore on a train, and bring it up here. And then we'll use carts to take it from here and then up to a smelting number. And honestly, what I'll probably do is I'll probably build something similar to the smelting operation I built in our last World Peak. But instead of doing it where I had like 10 that come straight out, I'm going to make it more of a modular thing so that we could just kind of have it drop the ore off, and I'll have it where it'll hold 2,000 or 3,000 ore or something or more, and then that way I'll just make a single pod that will do that, and then we're like, oh, we need more tin, okay, which is make another one. I'm all about modular designs, especially after playing Factorio. Probably push this up to 2 cars.
Nope, haven't scanned that one. Okay. Well, what are you? My eyes!
33.96. Ah, tiny guy. 7 mil. That's all. That's all you found. What are the rookie numbers? You need to pump those up.
Wait. Why the Why are you here? Oh, 850. Right. I was thinking, why the fuck is the tier 1 all down here? It's because it's still in valid range. Not for much longer, but it's still valid range. Yeah. There's some scraggly bits of different ores around here. I've already scanned that one.
Get down to Christmas.
320-ish.
It's going to 320 right now. I just didn't know if it would be a start. Having it go or build the rail towards it.
No, we don't have any way of harvesting it yet, because we need cutter heads. We'd have to get nickel and low grade steel bars. Yeah. I need to come up there and research these 2 or 3 new blocks in the research thing.
Yes.
And have the game promptly go, why are you doing this? You want to take a guess which ores I found?
Funny.
Sorry?
I can't remember. One starts with an M and the other starts with a C, right?
Yeah. Chromium and molybdenum. And no, we're not planning on starting the frozen factory right now. Just wanna get that out there. We're not doing the frozen factory until
Advised
after
not to do
gameplay.
that, because a DJ said we would break things.
We'd run out of build orders real goddamn quick.
And I'm all for breaking things, but
So
I'm looking for more of a fun and shenanigan type of breaking things, not a let's just completely break the game.
yeah. DJ went through a lot of headaches at my cause rather, getting the tuning for build orders and cryo growth just right, so that dedicated servers wouldn't shit the bed. Because that was a problem we had. Cryo, once it kicked up, would just do too much and take the server down.
Oh, that's something good.
Yeah, early Frozen Factory was a bit buggy, but improvements were made to many parts of FortressCraft under the underlying stuff, and yeah. Now you can totally nuke a segment for build orders in the magma caverns and have the surface completely work normally. It's great. Problem is if you overload the queue too much, you will stall out the surface. But I think you can get to like 20,000 if you start having trouble. Of
Searches?
incomplete build orders.
Do you want me to research them?
Yeah. Oh, fluid magma. Right! Because I did that, didn't I? It's super hard, bro. I believe a new project should have just popped up then. Which we're going to have to make sure we both note and do not research.
Where's the factory? Got it.
So do not research it.
You just start chiropods and message search it or something. I thought you had to put down the triple C or quadruple double C or whatever.
The C5? Yeah, you've
Yeah.
got to put down the C5, but that's the unlocker. I don't remember what else it immediately grants you access to, but it throws a bunch of extra spanners in the works, and yeah, we're kind of not ready for that yet. The other reason I don't want it researched is it's too much of a temptation, because once that's unlocked, I get the ability to go down the route of freeze-on blast furnaces, surface smelting with freeze-on, and conduits. But the C5 has to be alive and well for that one. So, yeah, let's keep that temptation to a minimum. Like, unless you want to need to upgrade the server CPU before game day.
At this point, it's just there's a want to it. It's just, I think, for the price of, if I can find that CPU for $60 or $70, it makes sense.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
Like it spending $60 or $70 to basically over double the number of cores we have. Just seems like a great way to help that thing do horrible things.
The elevator hole for the elevator. It's which direction from the power hole? Remember, the CPH is south.
Yeah.
So, it's southeast or southwest, right?
Yeah, and one's the elevator, the other is stopboard. So you should have the 9 in the
How
9 in the.
far?
What's that?
How far apart are they?
So this one is. So here is. Like 18 to this one. So then it should be another 18 up and 18 over. So 36 up and 18 over.
Alright, so I'm nowhere near it yet. I was worried that it hadn't got here. But no, I'm still way off. Okay. Go the road I go. $18.
Yeah, I instead of having what 6 between the last time, this time we have like 12 or something. I doubled it.
So do I need to count across 12 or 18?
Should be 18. Try to lay it all out the same distance. Or should be going to 12.
18. Then turn and keep going. Nope. Okay. I'm gonna go 12. I'm gonna go with 12. I think I know what's
That's
happening.
center to center.
Yeah, I'm going edge to edge, the distance between them. So, that'd be why. So I need to go across here.
That's 16.
See?
Hard. So it's 15 from edge to edge.
Okay. Four, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So try here. I'll find it eventually. The hole's gotta be here somewhere.
Let's see.
Well, I've missed all 3 times so far. I'm starting to wonder if it's actually down here. Are they going down to 600 or going down to...
It's not actually working. You check it again.
Well, I didn't know if they're going down to 600, and I'm looking around at 947 for them and not finding them, or if they're supposed to be coming down this far and we've got problems.
Oh no, this one's still digging. Like,
All right. Is the one on the opposite side ready to go, or? Well, the one on the opposite side might be a dead loss. Unless the excavator can cut through molybdenum.
say that.
Also, I am sad that the percentage complete doesn't work in multiplayer.
I got more power being poured into it now. So.
My eyes! I found gold though.
That should keep us going for a couple of hours.
Vein.
Yay, silent back.
Yeah, that was a mod, a Mark II auto excavator. The base game one's great, but it just needs a little something extra.
Well, the problem with a lot of the base game stuff is that it doesn't dig down. DJ didn't want you to be able to dig down. But we're like, we've already done this digging down or digging up crap. We want to dig down. So these, you can spin them upside down. That's why you see them mounted upside down like this, and they'll dig down instead. Yeah, it's a Mark II excavator version. It's a modded item.
Additionally, on the list of modded things that are totally worth it, Mad Vandal did a square workflow excavator to make square rooms. It's adjustable too. So, yeah, there's some good mods in there. Amongst, the others. I'm not going to pass any judgment on the other mods, except for that there are
I think
a lot.
that's on.
Alright, well, since it's, nearing the...
Yeah, I'm just watching these things. You go ahead. I'll see if we can find space out. Yeah, I'm gonna
Well, I
get
was going to
stuck
say,
up.
I'm heading back up. We're down at the caves all day. How is our workflow doing, actually? Ooh, it's working on the second level. We have headroom now. Yeah. Do you want me to leave my player idle up again so that it'll keep digging, or?
Yeah, we probably do that.
Alright,
That's
I'll
the-
park myself at the top of the things in a second, and then...
We need to get we need to get iron. Really need to get it. We have enough iron to be dangerous.
And... out. Nope, not out. Out. There's the alcohol. Alright. Turn my light off. Charge the battery. Have I got a torch in my inventory? I do. Excellent.
Yeah, so the ultimate goal is to have basically they'll come in, we'll offload ore to the refiners, have the refiners basically smelt it, drop it into a common box, and then have whatever we can make from those raw ores to be produced to a second tier. Once we get the stuff in the second tier, have a selection of that with another mass storage, and basically have it go from one side to another, so that by the time we go to make all of our manufacturing, so we have everything. And I plan on manufacturing everything. We can have basically a ball where we can go in and pick up whatever item.
Alright, I've now found the optimum spot to stand, where I'm using up 1 point of power a minute. So I should be able to idle here pretty much all day. With that, do you need me to hang around at all?
No, I'm shut down. Unfortunately, we don't really have anybody. Everybody's kind of playing different stuff that doesn't really go with this. And I don't see anybody screaming out the rated. You guys, we'll talk to y'all soon. Actually, you know what? No, we'll go ahead and raid. Why didn't it start pepper play? Farthest frontier? Whatever. We'll raid him. We haven't raided him for like this week, so. Do me a favor, tell him I said hi, and we will talk to y'all soon. Y'all stay.